going to start off first of all, just standing up. And I want you just to roll your shoulders. A nice roll of your shoulders. Zip. So just rolling those shoulders. And then I want you just to rise up on your toes and back down again. So a little roll of your shoulders, rising up and down on your toes. Good. Now this time we're going to take a little lean from side to side. Just flexing your spine. And let's add in some arms as well. So reaching up and over if you can. From one arm to the other. And then coming back to the center, let's have both arms out wide. So you can take a little twist. Just turning from one side to the other. And then coming back to the center. So let's bend those knees, little squat down and up. Pushing your hips back, making sure those knees don't wobble together. Good, one more. And then standing nice and tall. So take those arms out wide again, and we're going to make a star shape, lifting one leg, and then if you can, just lean a little further, but don't fall over. Come back to the center. So lift the other leg, take a little lean, tension in your arms, in your body, in your leg. And then coming back to the center again. So you can relax those arms. Standing tall and just focusing on something in front of you, we're going to bring your right leg forward. So a nice straight leg, just swinging that leg forward. Try and hover that foot off the floor as you take it back. So you're keeping that balance. Standing tall. Good, let's try that with the other leg. So again, focus on something. Keeping that head lifted, shoulders drawn down. And then relaxing there. So this time you're going to take your arms forward and your leg back behind you. Changing legs each time. So just a little lift. Think about squeezing your glutes, your bottom. Good. Back to the center. Now get your thinking caps on. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Just tapping your toe in front. Tapping toe. have those feet slightly apart. We're going to roll forwards, tucking your head in, curling down your spine. And then restack that spine as you roll back up. So again, let's just roll down. Restacking your spine, one vertebra at a time as we roll back up. We'll do 2 more. Okay. All right, tucking your elbows in now. So I want you just to cross arms, open arms. When you're opening your arms though, keep your arms glued in by your side, so don't let them drift out. So we're just rotating in your shoulder socket. And I want you to think about those shoulder blades in your back. Imagine them squeezing towards your spine as you open your arms. Keep it slow. So imagine you've got a heavy weight in your hands. And while you're doing that, think about drawing in pelvic floor underneath. So closing all exits, gently drawing in about 30%. You could also imagine you're tightening a belt from hip to hip, just tightening an extra notch. And relaxing there. Let's make our way down to the floor. So starting off lying on your back. So a little gap between your feet and knees, feet close to your bottom. You're going to think about flattening your back into the floor, and then you're going to roll up your spine into your bridge. So think starting from your tailbone of your spine, peeling up one vertebra at a time. So rolling up that spine, and then rolling back down again. So you're just peeling up and down your spine, one vertebra at a time. And nice and slowly as you roll back down, so really focusing on that last bit of your spine. So imagine a string of pearls being picked up from one end, each bead picked up one at a time. And that's each bony bit in your back, each vertebra in your spine, rolling up one at a time. Still closing all passageways underneath. Make sure your knees and hips aren't wobbling. So on this next one, I want you to hold that bridge. Hips up as high as you can. And then slowly, slowly rolling back down. Good. Now have a little rock of your hips and pelvis. So flattening your back, arching your back. So tilting your hips forward and back, flat back, arched back, finding that halfway point and stopping. So your neutral spine, just a very tiny gap under your lower back. You can hardly get your fingers under. So imagine you're pulling that belly button to spine, tightening a belt an extra notch, lifting up your right leg, knee bent. Just breathing there. So level 1, holding your right leg up. Level 2, both legs lifted. Check with your arms, those legs are about an arm's length away from you. And then lift your arms up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulder blades into the floor and just breathe. So if you've got one leg lifted, change legs. If you've got two legs lifted, stay with both legs. Make sure your back's not arching. Now we're going to turn your palms together. Take a breath in, open your arms out wide to the floor at the side. Breathe out, lift them back up again. Anytime your back aches, place a foot down on the floor. Take a breath in, opening your arms wide. Breathing out, lifting them back up. Again, either with one leg or both legs lifted. Breathing into the sides of your ribs. So if you've got one leg lifted, change legs. If you need to at any time, feet back down. And then have a little hug or a stretch. So let's reset. Feet on the floor again. Little gap between feet and knees. Little rock, finding that neutral spine. Engaging pelvic floor. Single leg stretch. Level 1, starting with your right leg lifted. Level 2, starting with both legs lifted. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, stretch one leg forward. Breathe in again as you bend it back in. So breathing out, stretching one leg forward. Breathing in, bending it back in. Alternate legs, level 2. Level 1, just your right leg. Nice and slowly, as if you're pushing a heavy box away from you. Shoulders and arms relaxed. If you need to, turn your palms up, have your arms a little wider. Level 1's change legs. Still breathing out as you stretch your leg forward. And then relaxing there. So let's roll over onto your right hand side. We're going to start with knees bent. So lying on your side, check that your hips are stacked in a straight line, one above the other. Lifting your top leg, so we're going to lift knee and ankle, back down. So just lifting to hip height, lightly lower, and lift. Two more. And then we're going to bring your legs together. Keep your feet together and just peeling open that top knee. So opening your top knee about a handspan height. Squeeze your heels, squeeze your glutes. Slowly. Two more. Good. Now let's bring that top knee over. Just lengthen your bottom leg. So bottom leg's nice and long. Lifting that bottom leg up and down as high as you can. So long straight leg, squeezing your inner thighs, you're lifting it up and down. Now I want you to hold that leg up as high as you can. And then relax. Lengthening both legs. Relax your head on your arm. So lengthening from your fingertips to your toes. Hand either on your side or hand on the floor. We're going to lift one leg up and down, level one. Level two, both legs lifting up and down. Either one leg or both legs. Five more. Hold that balance. So either one leg lifted or two. Hand on your side if you can. And then relax. Okay, we're going to roll over onto your tummy. lying on your tummy, lengthen your arms in front of you, and imagine that floor is icy cold. So pulling your tummy in away from the floor, we're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg. A little lift up and down, changing each time. And relaxing there, bend your elbows, arms out wide, arms and legs relaxed on the floor, and you're going to lift head and chest. So just slowly peeling up and down without pushing. Remembering to pull belly button to spine. Now this time, adding in your arms as well. So lifting head, chest and arms. Keep your chin tucked, eyes looking down. And then relaxing your head and arms. Start with your legs together. So level one, lifting alternate legs. You're going to lift your leg up off the floor, out to the side, back to the center and down. And then the other leg lifting up, out, in and down. So alternate legs, level one. Level two, both legs lift up together, separate out, back together and down. So either alternate legs or both legs, lifting up, out, in and down. And then relaxing there. So we're going to take your arms down by the sides of your legs, lifting head, chest and arms. Check you're not pushing your tummy out. And then relaxing there. So let's come back up onto your hands and knees. So rounding your back, tuck your tailbone, tuck your head. And then make a little dip in your back, let your tummy drop, lift your head, lift your tail. So cat stretch, rounding your back, dipping your back. Now find a flat back position, shoulders pulled back from your ears. We're just going to hold that balance, opposite arm, opposite leg. So hold it still. Change legs and arms. Change sides again. One more time, change sides. And then just have a little stretch back in child's pose. Okay, let's come back up to sitting. So have a little wiggle, sitting on those sitting bones. You can have legs bent or legs straight. Draw your shoulders down, head and chest lifted. So arms outstretched and hopefully without hitting anything. Let's twist from side to side. And then coming back to the center, we're going to reach up and across as you flex from side to side. Try and keep your sitting bones in contact with the floor. then coming back to the center. So both legs long and straight. You can have a little gap between your ankles and knees. Reaching up to the ceiling, folding just to where you can. Roll back up as you restack your spine. Big stretch up and fold forward. And relaxing there. Let's make our way back down onto your back. So finding that neutral spine once more and engaging pelvic floor. Start by lifting your right leg, knee bent. And then we're just going to move your leg out to the side and back to the center. So just opening in the hip, controlled, out to the side, back to the center. So keep that left knee and hip still. Imagine you're tightening a belt from hip to hip, an extra notch. Tightening your tummy. And then let's change legs. So left leg moving out to the side and back to the center. Slow and controlled. Keeping your right knee and hip still. And then placing your foot back down, lifting your arms to the ceiling. So we're going to scissor your arms, one arm back, one arm forward. Nice and slowly, they don't have to reach the floor. And then as your arm comes forwards, pushing that leg forwards. Draw it back in, change. So level one, sliding your leg along the floor. Level two, we're going to start with arms and legs lifted. As you're scissoring your arms, pushing your leg forward in the air. Breathing out as you stretch out. Nice and slowly. And then relaxing there. So this time lengthening both legs up to the ceiling. Grab hold of your right leg and just flattening your back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, slowly lower your left leg almost to the floor. Slowly pulling it back up. Changing legs at the top each time. So breathing out as you lower your right leg. Breathing in as you lift it back up. Either using your hands to support your leg or arms relaxed on the floor. So think belly button to spine, breathing out as you lower your leg. Slowly on the way up. And then relaxing there. So let's roll over onto your left hand side. Starting with knees bent. So check those hips are stacked, one on top of the other. Lifting your top leg. So lifting knee and ankle just to hip height. Lightly touch and lift again. Two more. And then bringing legs together. Keeping your feet together as you're just opening and closing top knee. So squeeze your heels, squeeze your glutes. One more time. And then let's lengthen your bottom leg. So resting your top knee over, bottom leg long and straight, lifting that bottom leg up and down. Now let's hold that leg up as high as you can. And then relax. Lengthening both legs. So lengthen your arm, relax your head on your arm. And let's lift either one leg up and down or both legs up and down. Hand can be on the floor to help you balance, or hand on your side. Hold that balance now, either one leg or both legs lifted, hand on your side, and stretching long. Relaxing there. Let's come back up to sitting. So sitting up nice and tall, I want you to thread your hands underneath your legs, and then you're going to pick up your feet and balance. Now you can choose to have feet low, halfway, or straight legs. Keep your head and chest lifted. Shoulder blades drawing down your back. Now your option is to stay there or to let go, but don't roll back. Lovely. And relaxing there, have a little hug. So let's slowly make our way back down to the floor. Now lifting both arms up to the ceiling. Relax those shoulder blades. We're going to circle your arms. Arms reach back overhead. They separate out round the sides, back up to the ceiling. So arms reaching back overhead, out round the sides, back up to the ceiling. Adding in our legs. Level 1, starting with your right leg lifted. Level 2, starting with both legs lifted. As your arms reach back, stretch one leg forward. So alternate legs, level 2. Level 1, just your right leg. Arms reach back, leg stretches forward. So lengthening from fingertips to toes. Just breathing out as you stretch out. Checking that back's not arching. So level 1's change legs. then have a little hug or a stretch. So feet back down on the floor, arms out wide. This time bringing your knees and ankles together. So level one, feet on the floor, twisting your knees and hips slowly from side to side. Level two, feet and knees lifted. Keep your shoulder blades and arms fixed to the floor. So we're not rolling all the way over, just halfway. And then coming back to the center, feet back down, arms down by your sides. So bent knee scissors, picking up one leg, knee bent. Keep that knee fixed, so you're just moving from the hip as you lower your leg. Change legs. So level one, bent knee scissors, changing legs at the floor each time. So if you're pulling your foot out of the mud, slowly lifting your leg. Level two, we're going to start with both legs lifted, slowly tapping one foot down, bringing it back up, changing legs at the top. So again, moving the whole of your thigh as you tap your foot down away from you without arching your back. And then relaxing there. So we're going to lengthen your right leg up to the ceiling and just pointing and flexing your ankle. Imagine the whole of that leg sinking into your hip socket, pushing your back into the floor. Relaxing your foot, gently pull your leg a little closer. Now bending your knee, so crossing that right ankle to left thigh. Now you can either just hug your knee across, or you can thread your hands around that left thigh and pull in. Placing your foot back down, change legs. So lengthening your left leg, pointing and flexing your ankle. Again, just flattening that back, tucking your chin, relax your shoulders. Relaxing your foot, gently pull your leg a little closer. Bending your knee, so crossing left ankle to right thigh, hugging that left knee across, or threading your hands around your right thigh and pull in. Placing both feet back down on the floor, arms out wide. So just tilting your knees to the right, turning your head to the left. Change sides. And then just finding yourself a comfortable position to relax in. So just closing your eyes. Just be aware of the floor beneath you. Relaxing your head. Relaxing all the muscles in your face. Gently breathing in and out. Relaxing your neck and throat. The shoulders just melt into the floor. Any tension rolling down your arms and out of your fingers. Gently breathing in and out. The weight of your legs sink into the floor. So feeling rested, we're going to take a nice big breath in and out. Have a stretch. Have a little hug. Just take your time coming back up to sitting.